So here we see a question which is asking us to find the angle of a right-angled triangle. Now before I do anything, I'm going to go in and I'm going to label the correct angle. So it's described an angle as BAC, which if you follow my cursor from B to A to C is going to be this angle here. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to find. That's a theta. My first job is going to be to decide how I'm going to do it. So I'm using angles. So if I'm using angles in a right-angled triangle, I'm going to be using trigonometry. Pythagoras deals only with the sides of a right-angled triangle. So this is trigonometry. My first step is going to be to label my sides. My longest side, which is also opposite the right angle, is going to be the hypotenuse, which I'm going to label H. The side that is opposite the angle is called the opposite, which we can label O. And the side which is next to or adjacent to the angle I can label A. So because I'm using trigonometry, I'm going to be using my trigonometric ratios, which I remember using SO, CA, TOA, which I'm going to write as so. SO, CA, TOA. And I've written them like this so I can use my trigonometric triangles, which I'll show you how to use in a second. Okay, so I'm after this angle here, and I've been given two bits of information. I've been given the opposite, and I've been given the hypotenuse. So I find the triangle which is using the opposite and the hypotenuse, which is going to be this one. So I'm going to be using sine of theta, this is important to remember, and the opposite and the hypotenuse. So if I was to write this out as a formula, I will have sine of theta, which I don't know, equals my opposite, which is 12, divided by my hypotenuse, which is 13. Now I want to find the angle, I want to find thetas, and I've currently been given a formula for sine theta. This will not give me theta. What I have to do is do the inverse of the function, which in a calculator is going to look like a button called sine minus 1. Now I'm going to do that to both sides, but on one side it's going to cancel out the sine function that we've had before. So I'm just going to be left with theta. But on this side I need to ensure that using my calculator I do my sine minus 1 of 12 over 13. Using a calculator, this will find me a value for theta.